So I'm redesigning Blender and I kind of need your help. So let's take a look.
So this is the normal UI, but you can see some buttons that I'm adding in then to make things simpler. Let's jump right into the video so that I can explain what I'm doing. So when you open applications like Houdini, Maya, 3ds Max, Motherless Designer, Cinema 4D, you'll see that they use a lot more icons than Blender does. And this helps a lot in discovery, finding features that you never even thought of, because the buttons themselves explain what they do instead of menus, which are usually only helpful if you know what you're doing. That's the major difference between Blender and other applications, and that's what I'm trying to change. Okay, so day one, we have a working interface, and you can see the buttons are there, and they are clickable. You click on add a cube, and you get a cube. You click on add a circle, and you can add a circle. I've even worked on some of the assets that I wanted to do to have like primitives, and so I have this column asset that you can easily customize, and it's based off geometry nodes. You click the button, the add-on goes to a blend file and imports the asset. And I also think maybe I'll do an assets uh, tab where you have your own custom assets, where you provide a thumbnail or an icon for the asset, so that you can import your own geometries. But I also have these generators that I need to work on so that I make add-on. Anything you see grayed out is basically a future feature that I'll be working on, but I've designed the icon and not, but I haven't done the actual asset itself. So I want to implement a door generator, a spiral generator, and a spiral steps, and some basic steps. So let's jump in and see how to make. Let me just jump into a time lapse of me creating the door generator for that. Okay, so I forgot to record the door time lapse, but here it is. You can open it, you can close it, you can scale it, you can. The door handle is custom. You can model your own and use it here. Let's go to the spiral stairs with a handrail that you can customize. You can increase the number of steps, reduce them. Okay, so I've done the spiral the spiral generator and the door generator, and now it's added to the UI. So you can click on the door generator and you see you'll get a door that opens and closes that is expandable. I think I'll use the same setup to build a window generator. It doesn't seem to be that different from they don't seem to be that different from each other. So then the next thing I want to do I want to showcase is the spiral generator. So you click on that and you get a spiral generator. It might be a bit too big, so you can scale it down, and all the parameters work as expected. And yeah, I also have done some minor improvement, maybe major improvements. You can do a search that searches the entire catalog. So now you can search directly the UI and it will search the entire catalog. I can search for a bend modifier and you can see I get the bend. I can search for let's say bevel, and that should do that. I can search for active rigid body, and this will turn this into an active rigid body. Okay, so I think the function for that is not working right now, but you should be able to do that. But search works now, and also added this minimize UI. That's also in the shader editor. So if you don't want the UI to get in the way, you can just minimize it, and if you want, you can maximize it back by just clicking the button like that, giving you more space. So this ends today's video, and if you want to check out the add-on, it's on my Patreon and my Gumroad. The finished product obviously will be on my Blender Market page, but since we are still in development phase, and obviously I do need your advice and suggestions on what to do here, what other features you might want to see in the add-on. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for your time.